into the midsection of the champion. And Torres once again goes into the peekaboo as Cotton is scoring well with start short. And Torres is looking at the referee, asking him to watch the low blows. Referee Nate Morgan, working his very first championship fight, has been doing a good job. He has not broken the fighters too many times. He's been letting them fight. Cotton standing off the champion with those front left jabs. Eddie Cotton trying to jab his way to the title right now. Scoring with those right hands, and the crowd roars every time he throws that right uppercut. A good sharp right by the champion that time. Another sharp right by Torres, and Cotton weathers the blow. Looks at his corner for instructions. Torres really getting aggressive now, wading in with left and right. Eddie Cotton takes a deep breath. There are 10 seconds remaining in round 12 as the champion bounces on his toes and comes back to the attack. Well, it is on everyone's mind right now how the scoring is going right now. Referee Nate Morgan is marking his card in the ring. The two judges are marking theirs. There has been no knockdown. Both boys were shaken up by some good punches earlier in the fight, back around round 6 and 7. We are now waiting for the bell for round 13. Eddie Cotton at 40, the oldest active fighter in the ring today, oldest active rated fighter, and the champion at 30, the oldest champion. We are in round 13. Nick Florio has put a lot of grease on the face of the champion, Torres, because of the cut. Eddie Cotton, 3 rounds away from a possible title. Jose Torres, 3 rounds to go to keep his crown. The action has been good. Now that left didn't land. It was blocked by Cotton, who ducked away from it. That right by Cotton scored well. Another right, and a left, and a left, and a right by Cotton. And he's taking the attack to the champion. He's got him in the corner, left and right to the head. And Torres comes out and goes into a clinch. Eddie Cotton wants to break it up. Nate Morgan gets in between them, and Cotton will have to start all over again. The crowd is rooting here for Cotton. Cotton goes again inside with that right uppercut. Several times it's landed low, and it's brought a warning from the referee, Nate Morgan of Chicago, former Golden Glove champion. Cotton calling on all of his ring experience. 74 fights for Eddie Cotton. Eddie Cotton had his first pro fight in 1947. Jose Torres in black trunks. Cotton carrying the fight to him in white at this moment. Cotton gave a little scuffle. Looked like Jersey Joe Walcott there for a minute. Joe had that great scuffle.
He got that scuffle.
Yeah, he was my boy.
That left jab and
Yeah.
come up with that right hand.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
2 steps and come up with that right.
Right. It's amazing. It's amazing how this Cotton has gone so far, and he's doing magnificently at his age.
He looks fresh, doesn't he,
He
Carlos?
looks fresh. He looks in terrific shape.
All right, Nate Morgan breaks him up once again. Jose Torres going to have to unloose some big guns with 1 minute to go in round 13.
You know, our referee's doing a hell of a job, you know.
Champion on the rope. Cotton keeps him back in there. The nose of Torres is still bleeding, and it may be bothering his breathing, as Carlos had just pointed out. Jabbing, Cotton jabbing, and the crowd yells, jab, jab. Cotton sticks that right in there again, and it scores. Again, the left. Torres blocking the landing of those punches from our camera. But we can see it. That one landed. Cotton landed again, and Torres is wild. His nose is still bleeding.
That left jab is bothering Torres very much, Tommy.
Good, effective left jab by the
Very
challenger,
effective.
Eddie Cotton. And Torres bangs away at the rib cage with 10 seconds remaining here in round 13 from Las Vegas. Well, the crowd is roaring. They're pulling for Eddie Cotton, evidently. I guess all the world loves an underdog. Although Jose Torres has been a fine champion, he's been a fine fighter. His record is tremendous. 39 fights, 37 wins, 26 by KO, 1 draw and 1 loss, which is certainly a wonderful record. And except for the time he was felled with that intestinal ailment, he's been a fighting champion.
That's right, Tommy. Torres, Jose has been a very effective fighter. He's always been fighting 6, 7, 8 times a year. And this is what keeps boxing up. The more a fighter fights, the more interested people are in him and in fighting himself.
We are in round 14. All right, Carlos Ortiz, thank you very much. We enjoyed having you. We're now in round 14. Overhead right again by Torres. Cotton comes back and scores a good left hook that time by Torres. Found the mark. Cotton throwing that left jab out there. Johnny Manizette shouting instructions to Torres from his corner. Manzanet is his young trainer. Nick Florio is his cut man. Teddy Bantam is the cut man for Cotton, and George Chimera is his manager. Cotton scoring with a right to the midsection. Torres stands there with that peekaboo style. And Cotton goes inside of it and scores with 2 right short jabs, jolts to the chin. Torres comes back, a flurry. Couple of hooks to the body. And once again, they go into a clinch. Now Nate Morgan is working harder than he has earlier in the fight, separating them. That clubbing right hand by Torres was partially blocked by Eddie Cotton. Round 14 here in Las Vegas. It's been a good fight. "40-year-old Eddie Cotton, jabbing and generally dictating the way the fight will be fought." That right landed by Torres, but Cotton comes right back. Cotton is fighting back, going after the champion, scoring with left and right to the head. Now Torres fights back, and Cotton covers up. Cotton flips him. Cotton comes back and scores again. Cotton did a beautiful job of flipping those punches on the far side of the ring with 1 minute in round 14, and the crowd senses an upset. Now it is Jose Torres battling to defend his championship. 2 great fighters in here tonight. These are the kind of fights that people love. Good action all the way. There's science, there's power. Eddie Cotton calling for that second win. Again goes in with that punch to the body, and it was Torres who they thought was going to do the body punch, and at the bell. Well, we have 3 minutes remaining of action coming up, round 15. Jose Torres still has the cut in the right corner of his eye. His nose is bleeding. Eddie Cotton's cut has been stopped. He is relatively unmarked and relatively fresh. A lot fresher than you'd think a 40-year-old man would be after 14 bruising rounds with a hard-punching champion like Jose Torres. We want to thank Carlos Ortiz for sitting here providing some commentary between and during rounds. All right, the fighters touch gloves. This is the last round, and Torres is going right after Cotton. This could be the most important round of the fight for the decision. And Torres is really throwing leather, and Cotton has got that cut opened up on his right eye. He comes back in with that right to the midsection. He's been scoring with regular monotony, with monotonous regularity, we should say. Just landing it in a wild left by the champion. It's no good. Cotton wants to go back to that jab, try to keep champion Jose Torres away. There's just a little bit more than 2 minutes of this round if he can. 15th and final round here in Las Vegas. A leaping left by Torres, and that's scored. Nate Morgan makes them up. He and the 2 judges are scoring the fight. Boys go into a clinch. There's that right by Torres. That was a good one. Cotton is hanging on.